Hope everybody doing good, man. Coming today, just talk about little things, man. Far as the last litter that I had of six with Obsidian and Sky's the Limit. Really solid litter. I sent two up to Oklahoma. My man's came down here. Congratulations to him. He came down. He said he was gonna come. This man, like 18 hours away, he could have went anywhere else and got some dogs. But again, man, when you take pride and joy off of what you do with these dogs, and then it reflects on your life as well. So how I treat myself and how I treat other people and how I treat my dogs, that's, hey, that all goes hand in hand, neck to neck, however you want to say it. But yeah, man, I'm just getting good results out of all of them. I sent one to Spartanburg, South Carolina. He said the same day, within probably like a minute, he loved the dog. And my fault. I'm sorry. The introduction of this video will be just general knowledge, just talking in general. I'm sorry, talking in general. But yeah, man. So he said he loved the dog. See, I like to have people to send videos so I can get a good result on how them dogs acting with other owners. Because as you wep the female, you wep the female from the pups. And, it's from on to whenever she have them. The time that you wep them, just say some people like to wep them early. Some people say, well, let them suck as long as you get a chance. But me, if I see they acting good, everybody's acting good, and they healthy, I'm gonna try to help her wep because that way that milk don't continue to be in there. But other people different; they like doing things different. But as soon as you wep them, and then you start getting attached to them, you seeing which ones you want to pick out, this, that, and the third. I mean, that's a good feeling. But the goodest feeling that to me, to have really, really good results behind every dog that you sell a person. Like I say, the gentleman got it. He came and got it. We talked beforehand, before this litter. I mean, I think the litter was already born. They was probably like maybe 4 weeks old at the time. So I was at the verge of, winging them or whatever. So he didn't get to get one. He had some issues to take care of, situation, because family comes first. That's what I tell everybody. But I always tell everybody, when you're dealing with me, make sure you tell me what's going on so we can negotiate. We can kind of meet in the middle instead of, it's all being about the money. Because at the end of the day, man, you making me look good. You making my strain look good, especially if it's something that you like and you whatever you desire, the passion in the dog, and he fulfills that or she fulfills that. Hey, that's a checklist. That's a check. And like I say, he got the dog or whatnot, and he said instantly he loved the dog. He seen the high prey drive, and the dog ain't number 4 months old. So everything Obsidian has been breeding to around that 3.5 month, 4 month, they start to click on, and that's good. That's what you want to see. But the importance to allowing the dog mature also. But then the homeboy, he came down. That I met. I call him my mentor. Good guy, solid guy. We was gonna try to breed something together, some of his stock, uh, and it was gonna complement um, each other stock. We was gonna both complement each other stock. Far as his strain that he had, it was a lot of buck stuff, which I got Bolio in mind, and he had some other stuff. He had some stuff in it, so it was gonna complement. Plus, he wanted his bloodline is a little bigger than mine, around 50, 60 pounds, so he was on the downside. But anyway, fast forward, I didn't let him come down here empty-handed, so I just told him, look, man, just go ahead and take the pup, man. Instantly, he said, same litter that these dogs came out, the two that came I sold from Oklahoma, and a dude from Spartanburg, and then I got one that's shipping all the way from. He ain't got his yet though, about 24 hours, brother. He hasn't got his, but he gonna get his soon. The transporter came and got him. But anyway, we talking about this other situation. I didn't want to jump too, get ahead of myself. But yeah, he said the first day, man, he washed him, and he said, man, the dog's so smart. He said he was whining to get out and pee. A lot of puppies they'll just pee anywhere. So we knowing that smartness coming from that bolio side, which the mother, she's very smart, she's very balanced. And then he said, he brought in his other little female too. wash off with some tick and flea stuff. He said he was in a crate just going crazy. You know, so that high prey drive, he said, you don't got to worry about that. So, man, when hearing them results that I'm getting back from these people that I'm building relationship, getting acquainted with, and everybody I know you ain't going to be able to do that with, that's fine. But long as my job is to continue to keep that consistency, a high quality of dogs, and getting them good results, and where they're not heavily inbred. Because like I say, this bloodline from the Sinclair to the Slim Jim, them dogs inbred, especially the Slim Jim stuff. It was based off of brother and sister. The Sinclair is pretty much based off of you know a half of a half brother sister on top, and then something on the bottom or whatnot. But his was inbred too. But all them dogs were inbred, but the Slim Jim was more inbred than the Sinclair stuff. But really, they line goes back to the Blake's Damien dog. That's where both of them started from. But only difference is they got different outs. Like the Slim Jim stuff got the Jeep, the Rascal, a little bit of the Red Boy, and his just got the Sinclair's was basically the Lonzo Greenwood stuff with no outs. You know what I'm saying? So Damian Blake, he put the Bolio in there with the Jim's Red Candy, and then some more other stuff down there. Then when you go back on the Damian Blake pedigree, you see a lot of the dogs got the Jimmy Bruce, the Burtons and Hanks back up in there. So some good solid dogs, man. But this line definitely comes from a good producing dogs. They come from that, and I want to keep that up. And but my main thing is to continue to get them results. Like I say, we ain't worrying about the money. The money gonna come when it's time. When it's time to get them dogs sold, they gonna come. So that's the clientele that you build, and not only that, but just the respect level of you dealing with another person, and they have that much respect to talk good about you to another person. Like, man, look, they like, where you get this dog from? I got this from All Wheel Kennels of the Carolinas. And it goes on from up there, but still having that humbleness that I have for myself and for my dogs, man. That's what keeps the peace. That's what keeps the the grit. That's what keeps the grind on to keep pushing forward, because it's about the breed. It's about the breed to me, and about the results. So I want to keep that high level of caliber dogs, world class dogs. That's what I'm trying to reach anyway. The world class dogs. I want world class dogs, and the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is keep doing what I'm doing, and keep respectively, keep digging in that pedigree, and maybe outcross into some great things, like some things that's gonna really complement my stuff too. It's gonna bring it to the next level, and putting whatever in my mind, in my vision, my thought process, I try to put that and mimic it, whatever. I have the thought, and then I write it down on paper and look at it, and then I go in the pedigree and say, hey, this should work. So basically, what I've been doing is breeding a heavy brood stock dog to a heavy brood stock dog to my line bred stuff. And why I say it's line bred, because it's when you outcross another line to another line, that's pretty much line bred just as well, but it's specifically outcross, but it's still line bred. So all I've been doing is pretty much just taking that and breeding that to that heavy brood stock. So now the way Obsidian is bred, he's bred from 4 different dogs. Off of brother and sister on the bottom, he's bred with Mr. November and Sinclair's. No, I'm sorry, not Sinclair, but Bullyfoot. Can't remember. I think her name was Coldest Winter Ever. So they was pretty much brother and sister. Then their parents were the brother and sister. So that's already heavy brood already, just off them 2 breedings. Then my Wilkins Alex, the great dog, he was off a brother and sister, but he wasn't potentially doing that. She just got loose and got stuck to her brother. They came out with some good dogs. I always want one of them dogs because I seen I seen something that I could do as far as with that, some more of that brood stock. Because brood stock, people don't understand that brood stock is so important to. It's just so important, man. It's so important. I'd rather go to some brood stock instead of just trying to chase another good dog, in my opinion. Because once you start, really locking in them traits, locking in them the recessive, not the recessive, but locking in them traits in them gene pool, then you bound, even if you do go out of your strand and don't I'm sorry, even when you go outside of your strand of dogs and they not no kin so whatsoever, you still gonna have them traits locked in to be able to say, look, I know this came out some of my blood, or they're gonna say he acting just like his descendants. So that's pretty much the thing that I like doing right there. Like Obsidian, I don't need to double up on him because he's already around 32, and the more you inbreed, the more you downsize. But a lot of times, we know that the Red Boy Jocko stuff or whatever, however you got it mixed up, a lot of them bigger dogs that you breed, sometimes even if you do inbreed, they still don't downsize. They still stay the same size. But that's just genetically, they are good, well-built dogs. And whoever had that generation of dogs beforehand, they was putting dogs together to keep that ability or sustain that type of look or that style of that dog. Me, I don't know everything, but I'm still trying to learn. I'm still a baby at this, but the more I keep digging, the more I keep searching, the more I keep trying to improve this and improve my vision for the dogs. Hey, bigger things and greater things gonna come. So, but the thing of it is, man, I'm just glad I'm able to get good results off of my dogs, man, from other people that got them and so forth. And so, like I say, these dogs are around 4 months old, and I'm gonna keep showing y'all on my YouTube, seeing how these dogs acting, and like I said, I'm not really worrying about the ratings or how many views. The people that I reach out to, that's the ones I'm supposed to reach out to. That's pretty much it. Like I say, I do this for number one, myself. Number one, I don't do this for nobody else. I don't try to compete with nobody else to, be on this certain type of level. If I feel like I'm on this certain type of level, then I'll know, and I'm getting there slowly but surely. Even though I don't had, my cousin say, man, you already know I'm not. I ain't there yet. I feel like when I get there, I know when I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And my dogs will know. They gonna show it. I'm getting close to every breeding that I get to, and every thought pattern that I have for these dogs, I'm getting closer. And but I got some great plans with these dogs to outcross with some more of the stuff. Once I get situated like I want to, and really, it's really gonna take off. Like I said, financially, once I get situated, it's really gonna take off. Once I get my own land and so forth, and see, like I say, I don't even really got them in my backyard, so I think that's a something to do list to have them in your backyard, because I don't have them over different locations that I was able to keep them at, and sometimes it be like that. But right now I got them at my uncle's property. He ain't telling me, oh, I gotta move them, but I'd rather have them in my backyard. Because that's a big plus. No matter how late I work, I can still get out there and deal with them, And but it's coming. Everything gonna come in time, perfect timing. I continue just to keep a smile in my mind, smile on my face. My spirit up high, regardless of what I got. I'm dealing with. But the main thing is this video was to continue to have them good results, man. And get into good company with people that really want a good bulldog. That's what it's about. And I was just, kind of, and yesterday just going through some things in my mind, about paying these high dollar dogs. For instance, there ain't no wrong with going out there spending the money for these high dollar dogs. Yeah. Especially, you're going to pay what you get. That's just how it is. But in this dog world, we know that, sometime a $150 dog can be better than a $1,500 dog, or $250 dog can be better than a $2,500, or a $300 dog can be better than a a 3,000 dog. So, it's just depending on what breeder you get it from. But, I'm telling y'all, when y'all go get these dogs, research the blood and research um, the results. So what they getting back off these dogs before you just go and just jump. Because everybody is not going to be for you. They just think about that dollar sign. And I'm just speaking truthful because it's so easy to get caught up in a pedigree. I don't hear a lot of people say they get caught up in them colors. Oh, this got this got that. And I don't hear a lot of people say they'll make a made up pedigree for you to, just to sell their dog. And they don't be worth nothing. So you don't went out there and spent all this money on this dog, ain't did no type of research, ain't did no type of seeking the bloodline or what it's gonna produce or what his grandparents or what his descendants have done. You ain't did none of that. So I advise anybody that comes and get a dog, make sure you do the research before you go get the dog. And like I say, I always say this to me: if my dog don't turn out for you, just get a dog back. Get a dog back, we'll get you another one in due time. But I ain't gonna have you to wait. So a year later, then you be like, oh, this dog that died. Now it's up to you now to figure this dog out. Now if you get it, have it a couple months, you be like, man, this dog ain't want to do nothing. Give it back. Get a dog back, man. I'll give you another one, and I'll figure out what to do with the dog. But the dog will have a purpose regardless because she didn't ask to be here. It was all up on the breeding unless the female or male got loose and got, they got tangled up and whatnot. But yeah, man, I'm just thankful to have good results. Every litter that I don't have good results off my. So that's the percentage is there. The prey drive is there. The performance is there. The ability to have a good 100% bulldog is there from Obsidian, and I'm just happy that I'm able to get these good results and keep on, them family of dogs, the Sinclair dogs, the Slim Jim dogs, even though it's my blood now, but they gonna continuously be mentioned. I don't care if I breed them dogs out, but which I'm not gonna breed them. I'm gonna keep that same formula, but I'm doing it a little different than them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just going to just the inbred. I'm gonna just keep it heavy brood. I like my stuff to be brewed, and I understand whenever the Slim Jim guy, when we talked on the phone before, his situation happened to him, he said he just want to finish it. That's why he bred the way he bred. So, hey, and it all makes sense now, sometimes when people tell you something, it don't make sense to you till you actually see it, hand in hand. Your mind, you try to break it down, but sometimes you don't see it. So he told me he just wanted to finish it. So it all makes sense why he did the way he did. So, but it's a beautiful thing to have good results, and it's a beautiful thing to have this blood. Like I say, I could have easily went to another bloodline, but I'm glad I was able to choose this one because a lot of this stuff is really going good, well with stuff, different other stuff. Even some of the stuff may not even complement it. It's still going well because of the traits so locked in these dogs, man. It's gonna bring it out of the other bloodline. So, and that's what I want, So, yeah. But we got some more breedings coming. I just bred again, Obsidian and Jules. That's where my dog, the black Brindle, the little black Brindle, will be jumping off the ground about almost 1.5 feet off the ground. He be jumping, boy, when he gets super excited. Hopefully I'm just hoping, so about September, I want to take a female out of that to breed with him. So that female, they'll have the same parents, but they'll be half brother, half sister, but that'll still be inbred. And like I say, I'm implementing all three: inbred, line bred, and out. So I'm keeping it out in there. Like I say, the out is not gonna be bred out, and that's Lackey's bred, the Lackey Diego stuff. All my stuff is the out in this bloodline. So I want to keep that alive because I feel like that balanced the dog out. And I keep saying this too. I want to kind of breed out the skittish because a lot of them dogs was, they're a little skittish. It ain't nothing wrong with that, at a certain extent. But if people don't understand the dog, they think the dog gonna bite because and possibly he may or she may, but they just act like that. And so hopefully I can breed that out, breed it out. It's gonna take a little time. takes a little time. Maybe take 3 to 4 breedings. You know, that's generations, 3 to 4 generations, maybe 5, 6, 7. You don't never know till it finally get bred out. But we definitely, this is this talking in general. You know, coming to y'all and telling y'all about the blood and keep going over some things. Like I say, you call me if you need to know anything about it. I break it down for you. I don't mind, because I love to, you know, tell people about the bloodline before they even purchase the blood, what it goes good with, what's the odds and ends in the bloodline, what's the bloodline strength, you know, different other stuff that I can tell you about, because I've been around these dogs. I really did some extensive research on the dogs, and not only this, the bloodline that I purchased was the Lonzo Greenwood Eli Boyo, but my own blood. I seen with my own blood back then when I didn't even know about my blood. My cousin used to always say, man, it's a Kobe dog, but I had to go back. It's got Kobe way back in the back, but you know, so that Kobe stuff bred out. But again, you know, I had to do extensive research to really just find out how my dogs were bred, and how I found out about them, how they was bred. They bred not like the usual dog, and a lot of this stuff don't even exist no more. So I'm glad I was able to outcross this stuff with this family of dogs. Really good, solid family of dogs, man. I'm telling you, these dogs, they'll work, they sell, they got good mouth. I don't see some dogs that have some real hard bite mouth. Like my dog, the Wilkins Al is a great number, a small dog, but had tremendous mouth. And y'all are like, oh, how you know that? Because one time I came to the Real Muddy, and I had my female Jules. You know, I had her, and I don't know how he got in there. He got loose somehow, but anyway, he got inside the cage. I guess they got into a little scuffle, but man, he split her open from like right here. You can see everything in there. He split her open, so they were just sitting there, and he was still a pup at the time. He probably like, you know, I say he might have been like, I don't forget. He might have, just say about, I know about 15 months old. You know, she was right around they were about the same age at the time, but she was just a lot bigger than he was. But man, he split her open. Luckily, my homeboy, when he was living, he gave me this remedy that this guy he got from. It smelled like mayonnaise, but it was some white stuff. He said, little bro, put this on her. And so it healed up within a week. But you know, I couldn't see. That's why I like that. I know y'all probably like when I show her. That's why but that's the only thing that can heal up to that extra skin. But really, she's supposed to really been sewed up. But like I say, you don't know nobody that can do that. And I know yard accidents happen. You don't want to see them happen, but you ain't gonna know how a dog's ability is until something happens. That's why I say the inexperience is the best teacher. But anyway, that dog had he had some mouth on him, and then I bred him to his first cousin, which is Wilkins Jules' little mate sister, Jade's. Her name was Wilkins Jade, but he called her Kiara. So we bred her. He kept one. I think he kept 2, and he sold one. But he said, man, the little female, she about a little bit smaller than her dad, but he said she had her in a crate, and man, he said she bent up that whole crate, so that mouth trait came through Alex the Great. And like I say, and I know it's coming because Lido, he got some mouth too, because you could tell how that dog snapped. When he snapped, he snapped them teeth. That lets you know he got pretty good jaw pressure on there, you know. So, man, but it's some beautiful things. But like I say, this video assists on just the results, man. I want to continue to have good results with the dogs, man, having a high quality of dogs being produced, and not going so heavy inbred. Now, I am taking an inbred dog, you know, and like I said, when I bred Obsidian, I knew the probables, I knew the possibilities that what he was going to produce, because the way he was bred, you know, and it's heavy. He's really just a heavy Mr. November dog, and with the gizmo stuff down up in there, he's a heavy Mr. November dog with the Goya bean stuff, and so, you know, it's some good stuff, man. He's definitely showing me that he can definitely do some stuff. And my homeboy, my mentor that I call, he was just like, man, you ought to get some semen off him and store it up. So I'm thinking about doing that in the near future, you know. So some big great things, man. Like I say, there's more things to come, and this video gonna reach some people. The ones that reach, hey, that's the one that's supposed to reach. But like I said I was gonna do this video before I go to my job interview. I've been out, been, you know, I was out about working for about 2 months, but I was doing different other stuff, you know, moving automatic semi trucks for this company. Things didn't pan out, so man, hopefully I get another job, but it's gonna go well because every day that I get up, man, I keep positivity surrounded by me every day. You know, no matter what my situation going through, I keep it. So I keep it around me because, you know, sometimes you gotta learn how to lift up your own self when you ain't getting it from nobody else. And I don't care how much encouragement you get from somebody else. If you don't encourage yourself, that encouragement they're giving you, you ain't gonna be able to apply it because you ain't even had the time to encourage yourself. So, but yeah, man, that's what this video was really about. The results, man. I've been getting good results out of the last litter and so forth. The other litters that people don't have dogs from. Like I said, I got a lot of dogs in different states, man. Got my man's, you know, bought a dog from me. Big shout out to you. You know, his dog's still doing good. He showed me some pictures of him. He was around about 42 pounds of chocolate white dog I had out. That was Brittany's and Alex the Great. That was their first litter together. That was her first litter, and that was his second litter. And my brother got 2 males out of that. And let's see, I had a female, but something happened to my homeboy. I gave it to him, but something happened to her. I don't know. I think somebody stole that dog, but I know how that dog looked. Good results out of that. And I was gonna use Alex the Great, but you know, Ralph, the yard accident came. He accidentally killed him. Then I had another dog called Sinclair's Frankie Knuckles. He did all this stuff up, and he produced well. I had one pup out of that came out of Jules. I bred back to the uncle. And Alex the Great killed, you know, he killed 3 puppies out of that, and I was able to get a puppy back from my homeboy, man. As soon as he turned like 11 months old, and I already was seeing it in him because he was pretty much acting like all the rest of Obsidian pups. You know, when Grizzly got a certain age, he was acting a certain way. You know, getting up on big dogs like, yeah, you know how they say if it's a dog, he on top of the dog. But that's how he was acting when I let his siblings out, like his first cousin Sky and Tara. So they got into a little scuffle that one day, man. But after that, man, he was on already. You know, 5 months on, he on. And Ralph ended up killing him. I ain't get to see, you know, I ain't get him papered up, but that was my plan, and I just wish I could still have him. God, awesome dog to be small, man. But anyway, that's the past, but we're going to keep moving forward. Let me get off here. How many minutes I got? I don't went like, I think it looked like about 30-something minutes. Yeah, I think I don't gave y'all enough time, man, to go over this video. Hope y'all really enjoyed it. And me, I talk about a lot of personal things that I'm going through as far as my kennel. And some preventive stuff that you can do. Make sure you just check on your dog change, check your dog, or if you got them in a cage, just check it, see if they don't bid on some things, because we don't take time, especially when you got job, working long hours, then you just like, damn, I gotta get these motherfuckers fed, excuse my language, and I'm trying to hurry up, but just you know, just check stuff, because you can prevent stuff by just checking. And you know, so but whatever happens for a reason. That's why I did a video on you gotta lose the game, and so hey, you definitely gotta lose the game. Stuff gonna happen, and your biggest teacher is the inexperienced part. That's your biggest teacher, and but you just gotta, you know, as a breeder, as a dog owner, as a kennel owner, you have to, you know, keep your head up, because you're gonna lose some good stuff. But I look at it as long as I can procreate with something better or something on the same level of that dog or he or she, hey, I'm cool. You know, I hate to lose good dogs, but shoot it, man. If I would never lost a lot of good dogs, I probably would be up to about 30 right now. To be honest with you, because, you know, like I said, the last litter, 2 litters the last 2 litters I had. Jews and Obsidian, I was gonna keep that whole litter, you know, to see how they were gonna turn out. But Lito, man, the black Brindle, man, he was just demolishing dogs, man. So me working late, getting off late, and, you know, they were still healthy. You know, I was doing all of the regular stuff, you know, feeding them water, clean water, all this stuff, but just kept them in there a little too long, man. And and a lot of them dogs that came out of that litter 8, man, they was turning on, man. I believe a lot of them. It just shows, man, how he's producing, because out of Brittany and his litter, and I didn't get to see. I seen some stuff out of Jules and his litter, but I think a lot of them dogs could have been very exceptional. A lot of the 8 could have made it. I mean, could have made the cut to a certain extent. And I know out of this litter, the ones that I kept in there too long, they could have, you know, been very exceptional, because I mean, they were just showing that sign. They were showing it. I mean, as soon as they turned that 3.5, 4 month, man, them dogs was just, you know, had the high prey drive look, and they just like, I'm the shit. That's how they were pretty much chest out, just everything, just showing it. But at the same time, you seeing all these dogs showing these great attributes from their descendants, you still gotta let them mature in the midst of time, you know, and that's the beauty of the thing, letting them mature. But we gonna continue to you know, to self-improve, to improving some things, and like I said, once I get some things swept around my front porch and cleaned up around my situation gonna get a lot better, a lot better. And like I say, this video is to reach out to the people that's wanting to hear this video, you know. So hey, but let me get out of here, man. I hope y'all really enjoyed the video, the time it spent with me, and comment, because I definitely get back with you. I like when y'all comment, because y'all help my process. If you say something, you know, it triggers me. And sometimes you're gonna get a lot of people that say negligent stuff. A lot of times I say, instead of giving them feedback, I just erase the message, man, because I don't get on nobody's page and be disrespectful. That's not me. My mom's always taught me to be very respectful to yourself and to others. Even if you dislike the person that you don't, you know what I'm saying? If I dislike it, I just try to stay away from it, because like I say, I ain't no confrontational person, but when I get took there, then I'm there now. But anyway, I still try to treat everybody fair, especially with the dogs, you know. But y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm gonna let this video go ahead and try to upload before I go to this interview. Yep. Y'all be highly favored, man. Be abundant, be prosperity. And, you know, I'm allowing my dream to manifest and unfold and unravel. I want to be a great dog, man. That's what I'm going to become. You know, you got to put the time and the extra hours, whatever it takes. You got to go beyond and beneath, whatever it takes. I'm going to get there. And I think I got the blood to do it. Hey, and we're going to succeed. That's how it's going to be. All right, y'all have a beautiful, beautiful day.